Hi Aries, welcome to May. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to create some sacred space and call in some good energy. And I want to just thank everyone for your support. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for ordering readings. And I hope everyone's doing well. And let's get on with the reading. I know you're anxious to hear what's coming up for May. So this month we have a new moon in Taurus on May 4th, and that's going to influence your second house. And then we have a full moon in Scorpio on May 18th, and that's going to connect the second and eighth house axis. So that's your money house, that's your self-worth, the things that you value, the support you're getting from others. But let's see, and I'll get into that later on in the reading, but let's see for now for what the cards say for Aries for the month of May. What does Aries need to know about love and relationships for the month of May? What's coming up in love, in life? Anything important that you need to know for May? What is coming up for Aries? Love, life, relationships, career, anything that's important. The Magician. The Three of Swords. The Chariot, the Six of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Sun, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Okay, this is looking good for you, in spite of some mental stress. So you have the Magician here, and it's crossed by the Three of Swords. So there, you could be starting the month to experience some type of heartache, or where you're having to cut away what's no longer working. So you might be in a relationship that just isn't working anymore. Maybe you're in the process of ending something that's no longer serving you. With the Magician here, you have the power of manifestation. So if you're existing in a state of unhappiness at the beginning of the month, you can change it. But you have to focus on the positive to do that. You have to figure out, what is it that I really want? What is it that I really value? And how can I go about getting it? Because Aries is a leader. You know, you're the leaders of the zodiac. All the fire signs have strong leadership abilities. But the thing about Aries, you have the most courage out of all the signs. You're not afraid to put yourself out there and try something new, or try something that's a little bit risky. So you're not going to exist in this state of heartbreak for long. But before you can get what you want, you have to know what you want. And you have the ability to communicate. The Magician is about communication. It's about channeling. Really, the Magician relates to Mercury, the god Mercury. And he's like the messenger of the gods. You're kind of channeling divine energy. You have the power to manifest. And his power lies in his thoughts and his words. So, you know, it's like speak and you create. So make sure in May that you're speaking in a positive way, not in a negative way. Don't don't say anything that comes from a place of lack or a place of sorrow. Think, even if you catch yourself thinking in terms of those words, drop the stick and, you know, it's like the law of attraction. Focus on the positive. Focus on what you want to create, on what you want to achieve. Even though your current situation may not be that way, you can manifest it, especially in these times. Because I feel like the times we're living in right now are very powerful. And the energies are calling on us to claim what we want and to go after what you want and build what we want. Whether it's a relationship, and I think, you have that potential, or a career situation, you have the potential to do it if you can avoid negative thinking and avoid self-sabotage. And also cut away, you may have some habits that you need to cut out. If there's something that's blocking you, that's stopping you from claiming what you really want to achieve or what you want to experience in a relationship, that needs to go too. The Chariot, this is a card of discipline and focus. That's again repeating what I'm saying. If you know what you want and you can figure out what you want and just zero in on that one goal, you can achieve it. Maybe you've been scattered in the past. Maybe you've been, trying different things, dating different people. Maybe you're not really focused on one person, or you haven't been, or your needs, you haven't known what you wanted and you're trying a little of this, a little of that. And if you're not getting anywhere, it's because you're scattered. You're spreading your energy too thin. So the Chariot is about knowing, not letting your thoughts, you have to be in control of your mind. Sometimes what happens, we get caught up in worry, and our mind then starts to control us instead of us controlling the mind. I mean, you know how it is with monkey mind. If you're trying to meditate, if you ever tried sitting quietly and try to focus on a candle and not think about anything, immediately all these thoughts start popping in your head, because the mind is like chaotic. You have to be in control of the mind. That's where you gain the power of, that's how you manifest, by focusing, by having that laser-like focus. And here's a victory. You've had some achievements in the recent past, but for some reason you're still stressed with this mental worry. The Nine of Swords. You're mentally stressed. You might be worried about what could possibly happen. Maybe there's someone you're worried about, either your health or someone else's health, or your mind is just tormented. You feel like you're burdened with the Ten of Wands, because you have this Ten of Wands here coming up. You're carrying this heavy burden. Sometimes the Three of Swords, and this is not for everyone, but sometimes it could mean a minor health issue that comes up, and you might need surgery, or you may need to cut some things out of your diet, your lifestyle. Something that's, harming you in some way, that's giving you stress, that's not allowing you to fulfill your potential. So you're going to be cutting things. It doesn't always necessarily mean a relationship, the Three of Swords. But what it could mean is that you need to release past heartache. Maybe you're still carrying the weight of a wound from a long time ago, or a heartache that you haven't been able to let go of, and it's preventing you from experiencing love in the present and in the future, because you keep holding on to the pain of the past, and it's stressing you with the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is sitting up at night. You can't sleep. You're always thinking. Your mind is racing. So this card, the Magician, this is a card of power and ability. You can achieve anything that you focus your mind on, but you have to work at it. You have to be disciplined about it. And with the Ten of Wands, you're coming to the end of a burden, because the 10 is the end of the line. When you reach the 10, you can't go any further. So something that has been burdening you, some weight that you've been carrying, it's going to come to an end. It's going to be ending. All this mental stress. But you have to be, it's not going to just happen miraculously. You have to be a part of it. You have to be proactive. You have to take action. You have to try and focus on your own self-healing, so that you can embrace these new beginnings that are coming up here. Because now when you get on the staff, you have the Page of Wands. That's a message. It could be a new person coming into your life, possibly a fire sign. Or you can hear from someone that you haven't spoken to in a while, and that gives you hope. But this is in your negative thinking sector. So it's like you're doubting. You're not, I feel like you're succumbing to negative thinking. You're allowing your doubts and, the negative self-talk to take over. And you have to stop it. You have to take charge. Be the magician. Be the chariot, Because you are talented and you have a lot to offer. If you can overcome your worries and cut out some bad habits. And then you have the sun here in your environment. This is someone, the sun is a great card. It means whatever troubles you're experiencing, you can overcome them. And life can get bright again and fun. This is a card about honoring your inner child, being with someone, doing something fun with someone you really like, someone who you really enjoy being with. And when you're together, you really enjoy that person's company. Here's a little dog that represents truth. It's a relationship that's genuine. It's based on truth, and it's based on sunshine. This person, when you're with this person, they make you feel a sense of happiness and a sense of, it's like you feel like a child again when you're with this person. So I feel like you could be hearing from someone that can bring a lot of joy into your life, especially with this Ace of Wands here in your wish fulfillment. You can have a new beginning. And because it's a wand, it's whatever this person is offering you, or this opportunity that comes up. And this is a time card also. It's March, April, May. So if you haven't experienced it, a new beginning in April, it could be happening in May. It requires taking action, and it requires doing something that you really are excited about. So someone could contact you and say, "Hey, you want to do this? What are you up to? I have this new project I want you to get involved in." Or it could be a new beginning in a relationship. Like, "Hey, let's go here. Let's do this. Let's do that." Whatever it is that they're presenting to you, you're excited about it. You find it like it's fun. It's something that you really love to do. And here's the Six of Cups. This is a card of healing from the past and connecting, making the future better, getting out of a rut, connecting with someone from the past. It could be that. I feel like you could be connecting with someone from the past. And even if it's someone that you're just meeting, it could be a past life even. But I feel like it's someone that you really, for some of you, it's going to be someone that you really enjoy being with. Could be a past love returns. If it's a new love, there could be some type of karmic connection. There could be some type of past life connection. So the minute you meet this person, I feel a connection to this person. I feel familiar. This person feels like familiar to me. And sixes always represent harmony. So you have an opportunity in May to create a new beginning in a relationship, a new harmony. And the sun, you can't get better than the sun. And I think maybe you're thinking, I want to have a new start with this person. I would love to have a new beginning, because this is in your wish fulfillment sector. And the sun is just joy. The sun is, it's like you've been, when it has rained for like 10 days and all of a sudden the sun comes out, immediately your mood is changed and you're feeling like, oh, this is great. It's great to be out in the sun. It's great to be, warm weather. That's the imagery I get. The weather is beautiful. You're out in the sun. You're doing something fun. These two people are like dancing. They're just enjoying life. So you could be connecting with someone that really brings joy to your heart. And you'll have an opportunity to make the future better, to move into a greater sense of harmony. So if you've been feeling alone and maybe struggling with something on your own, feeling like there's no one there to help you, you're doing it all yourself, that could be changing. So let's see what the astrology, what's happening with the new moon. So the new moon is falling in your second house. And that is in Taurus. You're really, especially in Taurus, Because Taurus is about security, money, material things, but mostly feeling safe, self-esteem. So you could have a new beginning where you're starting to feel more secure. Or your values are changing. Maybe the things that you thought were important in the past are no longer important, and now you're realizing what's really important. You know, what am I valuing? Am I being valued? What about my self-esteem? Do I need to work on my self-esteem? Do I need to work on me? Are people giving me what I deserve? Am I earning? Am I getting paid what I'm worth? Neptune is in your 12th house. So you could be doing some soul searching. When Neptune's in the 12th house, spirituality becomes important. Like, you're trying to find meaning in life. Maybe you feel like you've been just existing and you're looking for like a purpose or a cause. Like, why am I here? What am I here to do? How can I help serve? How can I serve? You know, what is God? What do I believe in? Neptune is supporting the new moon. So if you want to have a new beginning that brings you greater a sense of security, a greater sense of self-worth, more support from others, you can do that. I think because when Neptune's in the 12th house, it's kind of like you are releasing things from the 12th. You know, you're connecting with your unconscious. Maybe there's some things that you have to explore, bring up, psychological issues that are blocking you from enjoying life or from having the love you want. And Neptune can help you find meaning in life. Neptune is also sextile the North Node. No, it's trine the North Node, actually, because the North Node is in Cancer. And that's in your 4th house. So I think issues around home and family, maybe you're healing those issues around home and family. And you're wanting to create that for yourself. You're wanting to be part of something. You're wanting to be part of a family, or to make your home your sanctuary, a place that nurtures you. You want to feel nurtured and you want to heal. Cancer is about healing. It's like when you're sick and your mother makes you chicken soup. I mean, it's a nurturing energy, and you're looking for that in May. And now Mars is in your 3rd house, and it's opposing Jupiter in the 9th. So you could be more outspoken, like you're ready to communicate. Sometimes Aries, when you finally decide what you want to do, you're like on it, like a warrior. And with Jupiter being opposing Mars, you want to be careful you don't go over the top in communication. Like, you get really excited about something, and you're really like, come on, let's do this. And so your communication style might be a little bit aggressive, so you want to just make sure you don't go over the top, tone it down. But it may be a time of communicating your needs. Like, what do you need to feel secure? What do you need to feel that you're part of a family or part of something? The full moon on the 18th is in Scorpio, and that's a sign of going deep. And the full moon usually reveals things. So something from your subconscious is coming up to the surface. And it involves your 8th house and your 2nd house. The 8th house is the house of intimacy, transformation, support you get from others. The 2nd house is, your values, your self-worth. So it's like, am I getting what I deserve? Am I giving enough to others? Is there a balance between the give and take? Am I ready for a greater intimacy? And with Mercury there, the Sun is conjunct Mercury. Well, Mercury is it's a wide conjunction. Mercury's 23 degrees Taurus. The Sun is 27 degrees Taurus, sorry. But it involves communication. So you're going to have to speak up about what you need. You're going to have to communicate. Maybe people don't know what you need. That's why you're not getting it, Sometimes we think, they should know. If somebody loves me, they would know what I need. Well, no. Sometimes you have to ask. Sometimes you have to say. You have to be confident enough to ask, to say, look, I could really use ABC. I would really like if you could help me with this, or if you could be there for me in this way. And you have to have, sometimes we're afraid to ask because we're afraid that the answer will be no. But you're in Aries, you have courage. You can feel the fear and do it anyway. Also, there's Venus. Venus and Uranus are going to be in your second house. Venus is coming together with Uranus at 3 degrees Taurus. So there could be some unexpected developments in love that bring greater security to your life. You could be meeting someone or connecting with someone in a surprising way. It could be out of the blue. All of a sudden, here's this person. And what you least expect, you may think it's not possible for you, and then something unexpected happens. Whatever is going to happen. Now, Venus can represent love. It could also represent money. So it could be an opportunity to earn money in an unusual way, because Uranus, it can involve the internet. It can involve science, astrology, anything unconventional, anything out of the box, really creative. Music, even. Pluto's going through your 10th house, so you could meet someone that could really change your life in a powerful way, change your status, where you wind up, it could affect your career, because the 10th house is career. It could transform your career and your status, like you can get a really powerful position if you're working, but it could also change you from single to married, married to single. The way you're being viewed in the world, this is because the 10th house is your public fit, what is seen in the outer world. So in Capricorn, you could be stepping into a position of power or responsibility. Pluto wants you to take responsibility, but it wants you to transform your life where you're doing work that has meaning. That Pluto doesn't want you in a job just for the money. Pluto wants you doing something that you are really committed to, that you are really passionate about, something authentic, something real. So you could have that opportunity. There's Ace of Wands. New beginning, that's going to be, it could be a relationship, it could also even be career success, where you're tapping into your passion. And because you're doing something that you really love, and you're with someone that it could even be a love relationship that kind of reignites your passion for other things, and then it like spreads out to other areas, so I'm in this relationship and it's inspiring me to do other things with my life, and now I'm finding this successful career path or position, and it's bringing more money, because when Venus is in the second house, it brings financial abundance. It brings love, and it also brings abundance. But the thing about Venus and the second house, you have to be willing to give as well as receive. And so it's about receiving. Are you ready to receive love? Are you really ready to receive money? And that's tied into your self-worth. Am I lovable? Am I worth what they want to pay me? So depending on what you believe about yourself, that determines how much you earn, and it also determines how much love you attract. Because if you think you're unlovable, then you start acting from a place of, rejection, or feeling, oh no, I'm not going to ask that girl out or that boy out, I'm not going to get involved with that person. They would never even look at me twice, But that's your own thing. So you have to start thinking, yeah, I am lovable. I am worth it. I am worthy of love. I can attract love. I can attract money. And that's tied into the Magician. So you have a lot of support to tap into whatever's holding you back from experiencing this joy and this abundance. So if you have a new opportunity for love, to earn, to bring more abundance into your life, to earn more money, to feel more secure, grab it. Don't let your negative thinking stop you. Don't let any insecurities or fears stop you. And if there are any habits that you need to get rid of, or any relationships that are blocking you, that are toxic, release those as well. That's what the Three of Swords is saying. Cut away what's no longer serving you. Cut away what's blocking you. This is in the card of blocking. So even if it's a past hurt, maybe you've been so damaged by, you might have you're carrying a wound, And it's preventing you from intimacy. It's preventing you from connecting with someone on an emotional level because you're afraid of being hurt again. Or you were so wounded by that past experience that you've kind of blocked yourself off from love. So it's time to release the past and embrace this new beginning. And let love in. Heal. Heal from the past, bring it up, confront it, heal from it, release it, and embrace this new opportunity. Embrace the love that can come your way. And it could even be connected to your career in some way, because the Ace of Wands can be career related. Wands are, and but it also means you're having to take action. You're having to initiate. It's not going to just fall in your lap. You need to be ready for it. You need to be on board with it. So I think May is going to be a turning point for you in some way. You're going to have a chance for a new beginning that's going to bring you much joy. If you just focus on the positive and release what you've been carrying. Maybe you've been carrying this heavy burden, this heartache for such a long time. It's time to drop that baggage. Put it down. Kiss it goodbye. Send it on its way. It's the past. You're ready for a new tomorrow, today. A new beginning. So don't carry old baggage. Embrace the new. So that's my forecast for May, Aries. I hope you enjoy May. I hope you have a wonderful May with much love and joy and fun. And stop worrying about, or at least be able to put your worries aside or put your baggage aside and step into the light. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was a help to you. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.